Right, traders, good morning. How are we doing this morning? Wednesday, guys, let's go green and stay green. Yesterday, were you guys in the Trade the Pool live stream? I thought it went pretty well. Four of us in there, but I thought it went fairly smooth for what it was. There were some good setups, but man, like Perfect Fall and I were just talking about ATNF yesterday, and it feels like there's a lot of squeezes going on. I mean, a lot of shorts are getting squeezed on a few of these names, such as BTAI. We can flip through a few of these. Yesterday, then I took some L's on ATNF. That thing went from $4 to nearly 20. So some surprising squeeze action here when the rest of the week has been relatively calm. But ATNF had a past chart history of pump and dump. It from last October went up to 17 and dropped all the way down to 66 cents. So we know how this story ends, right? Yeah, I got that Perfect Fall. Yeah, we'll probably figure out how to evolve things a little bit. I thought it'd be a cool idea to have like a large cap room and a small cap room as well. So we'll figure it out. Ethereum, yeah, I saw that. What they had like a huge investment in Ethereum, ATNF. Emmanuel, good morning. So guys, I was talking to Perfect Fall this morning about I started getting wrecked on the account. I had like really good growth, and then I'm like, you know what? It's time to size up, and that was a problem. I was doing so well at just having little $100 days, and then I felt like, you know what? What do they say? Pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. So started getting a little greedy, and I think at least when I size up, the emotional dial turns up a bit. The ego comes into play a little bit. The problem was I took several max losses, and a lot of the trades I sized into weren't working out. So chart's been taking a bit of a hit. I gotta start focusing more defense. That's what I used to say, right? Focus defense, and the offense will take care of itself. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be focusing, stopping out real well. Right now I'm working BSLK. This hit the magic 420 area. I've been fading this one a bit. It's been a little slower. Let me look at my average on it. I had 200 shares. I took some off at 360. So right now I have a 380 average and just kind of kicking back with that one. Took a little off, but yeah, going to be going for these small $100 days, I think, and try to be content with it. So BSLK, this one I kind of like it. I like it. It's heavy under VWAP right now. I like the last 20 days. What I've seen is we've seen these moves right up towards upper shadows, upper wicks, up in the 430s. And we're seeing another upper wick here, as probably some guys are getting out of it. Perfect Fall, I know you only trade pre-market. You say you set the stop immediately. So the stops do work with CPRO in pre-market. I know the hotkeys work, but that's very interesting if the stops work in pre-market as well. I know market orders worked as well. It's strange. So BSLK, I probably, what I'm going to do here is work it against this VWAP. 375 I want to stay heavy under. I want to get back into shorting some of these just sleeper plays. They can be so highly profitable. I've taken bigger L's focusing just the overcrowded names. It gets aggravating when I do that too. So I'm like, there's good sleeper plays out there. They have great potential. But here's even ADN squeezing in zombie hour. And this one's sitting right up here at 340s. 383 is the 200 day. So, man, there's a lot of RMBL tried, but failed. I want to catch one of these on the slow sleeper side. Like, which one is not going to get the momentum, the sustained momentum, and kind of fade it down? Is that going to be RMBL? Because we have clear 350 risk. We could see this one maybe attempt. Failed follow through. So that's where my eyes are going to be peeled. As far as even this X4. Look at this into the squeeze. So many squeezes yesterday. BTAI, ATNF, X4 in the day. Unreal. And ADN. Emmanuel, this UNH has been getting like a little dead cat bounce down here. If you call a dead cat, $240, but it's been falling from 600, but she's been on an uptrend. Let me flip through a few tickers. Yeah, even Gevo. Gevo was kind of interesting to me because the Magic 20 hit 220, but she climbed up. TLRY hit Magic 20, $1.19 right there, and she was heavy off of that. TLS is interesting. I was looking at it yesterday for a hangover. We're on a day 2 climb, TLS. I really like this one to profit take. It kind of shot up straight out of the gates yesterday, so this one is pulling back already a little bit. TLS off of 550. 550 could be that risk. I'm kind of watching that. A very slow, interesting play as well, MRM. This is a descending triangle over the last 5 days. It's real slow here. I want you guys to be aware of it. Lower highs the last few trading days, and we have 220 as support. Descending triangle pattern. Again, real slow, but we could see this one crack and slowly unwind down into the mid $1.50, 60 area. But a really good looking descending triangle there. MRM, we can be mindful of that. Kayvon in the building looking at FND for a short. Out of the gate, kind of hangover-ish setup as well there. MNTS, a little. So today, outside of my BSLK trade, I kind of want to just let some of these trades come to me. Honestly, because I've taken so many decent hits on the overcrowded names, what I'm thinking I'm going to be doing is just kind of waiting. I say that I feel like I go over this all the time, so we'll see if I do it. But just waiting for the confirmation, the elevator down, maybe the pop back up, just having clear risk defined there. Now, if there is a euphoric move on, what was it? If I have clear resistance levels on the past chart history and a ticker's moving up to it, that's kind of a level, so I can play that. But when we don't have a lot on the past chart history, I don't want to just scale, because what we've been seeing are a lot of short squeezes yesterday. So, the longs are going to be looking for the same thing today. That's just how it works. All right, we got 10 seconds. I'm flipping through a couple tickers. BSLK is going to be opening up right at 350. I may look to take... I'm going to see what that one does right out of the gates. Rumble, I'm interested in. RMBL, it's a lower float play, but... All right, market's now open. And my chart was kind of frozen there. BSLK in the 330s. About to take most of BSLK off. Yeah, I'll come out. BSLK, 340. Could have got a 320 grab. Trying to bounce off 20-cent area, BSLK, but that was a decent first trade, working pre-market. That could still be backside. I'm going to flip through a few other plays. MNTS against 190. BSLK could still be backside. We could re-hit it on a pop. ATNF spiking up to the VWAP. Of course, ADN. I'm looking for like a hangover play. ADN, I may hit. ADN. That one's kind of heavy against 330. Thinking about ADN is slow. BSLK in the mid 330s. Okay. I'll do ADN. I'm going to set a stop on it, though, at like 330. It's either right or right out. We're going to see profit taken or not. It's kind of the idea for me on it. 331 stop. Okay. I'll do ADN. See if we can start pulling in. 320 may hold up as well. A few of these plays that try to get the squeeze, I just don't think it's going to happen. Like, same theory with RMBL. RMBL, that one I could see heavy against 350. ATNF fades. I don't know. I may stay away from ANTF, dude. It is heavy against VWAP at the moment, but dude, yesterday that thing was chopping all around. Every time it looked good. Every time she looked good. I would love to be there on ATNF when the party's over, clearly. But that's a tough one. I mean, yesterday ATNF shot straight down into a halt on the downside. It shot down like 1.5 points and then just climbed straight back up from there. That was a tough one. Okay, X4, James in the building. Good morning, James. Yeah, X4 had the... my concern with something like X4 is it just was at its 52-week lows, and it squeezed shorts yesterday into the close. So there may be some shorts underwater still here. That's the concern with it. But if we keep tight risk, I get it. Like if the risk here is 340... even 320 on X4, I kind of like it. All right, let me clean this up a little bit. All right, so I've taken some profits. I got 50 or 60 bucks on BSLK. I'm thinking about X4. I mean, I do like it. XFOR. Got like clear 320s to 30s resistance. Got some shorts underwater here, though, is the concern. I'll take a stab at it. X4. I'm putting the stop in the 3. $340s. I want to see if 320 will hold up on it. All right, let me divert my attention elsewhere. My concern there is, again, the MNTS, by the way, MNTS going straight up. We'll see if 220 holds up. MNTS. Wow, what was the news here? They secured a NASA contract to study the launch of robotic technologies for future space exploration. Okay. The longs are out, guys. The longs are out. Okay, MNTS. What do we got on the past chart history? All right, we got a lot of wicks in the 220s to 30s, and then beyond that is going to be towards like 350 to $5. Yeah, we do have good resistance up here in the 220s to 30s. Securing their contract with NASA is up about 100%. I do want to keep my eyes peeled there. See what she's going to do. ADN being a good girl. Heavy against 320 right now. And then X4 chopping around with 320 being the risk guide there as well. So both of those magic 20-cent areas holding up. This is fun, guys. We got a lot going on. All right, MNTS. Let's see if 220 is going to hold. I wouldn't mind trying that. Again, I'm more defensive mode right now. So I want to kind of get confirmation on it. FND looking good for you, Kayvon. ATNF, trappy. God, dude, this ticker is so trappy, man. 15 down to 14, up to 15. That's a tough one. MNTS, Magic 20 was a little area to risk off of. That one's looking good there. X4 into the 320s. I'm going to reduce the risk there. Or may even take it off, honestly. Yeah, I'm going to take it off, X4. 330. Okay. Still green a little bit on the day right now, but X4, it just feels like the shorts are getting squeezed a little bit there. I'll take the loss, X4 for now. I'm just working ADN. Again, I'm trying to focus good defense here today. MNTS, good, man. Good. The Magic 20 cent held up perfect. BSLK may be given a sloppy seconds entry, guys. BSLK, it's trying the red to green move, but we got a lot of resistance up here. 375 is kind of the ceiling. 375 there. I mean, we're seeing a lot of lower wicks on it, meaning there are buyers stepping up. A lot of lower wicks, BSLK. Dude, the longs are taking over this market. I want to find a sleeper like ADN. I want to find some sleepers to fade. I mean, even RMBL. I don't mind the RMBL either. It's got clear risk, easy risk on RMBL. I may take a stab there. RMBL, ADN are kind of a similar. Come on, RMBL. Kayvon taking TEM short. I can't even get RMBL to load up for me. You guys got RMBL on trade the pull? It's not pulling up for me. Okay, MNTS did put that 218 upper wick in. So that's kind of like the area could risk off of. Up towards that 218. BSLK, I'm interested again in this one. 375 is good resistance. I got to pull the trigger on some of these. All right, BSLK, I'm going to work it against 375. I'll put a 380 stop on it. Okay. I'm going to try to work the sloppy seconds there. Oh, we got a ticker PSKY going straight up. Paramount Skydance. Seeing 1250 as a level of resistance. Even 1220-ish. I'm going to throw that one on the watch list. PSKY. BSLK just dumped. Oh, I'm glad I hit that one. Just dumped off of the 360s. Feeling a little overwhelmed with all this activity right now. Got the stops in place, though. I'm flipping through, making sure we're not missing anything. CRNC, Magic 20 getting hit there. MNTS back up to the highs, 220. Back up to the highs there. ATNF, trappy action. I like it against the pre-market resistance up here. But I just don't know if I want to get involved with this name again today. That's a tough one. I mean, this is the risk God I see ATNF. Pretty much the high that it just put in. PSKY still going straight up. BSLK got rejected hard at 360. It could size that one a bit. Yeah, Fade's called it too. I think we're thinking the same thing on this ticker. It looks good. Like this looks like one of the better ones today for a decent fade. BTAI fading off of 720. There's just so many plays right now. ATNF is a maybe, but I'm trying to stay away from the overcrowded name. Oh, RMBL is like grayed out for me on Thinkorswim. I wonder if it's not popping up on Trade the Pool because... Oh, they came out with news and they're halted on like news pending maybe. X4, you piece of... I had a 341 average too. It would have tapped me right up there. X4 looks good now, guys. I took a stop there. Idiot. It tried a red to green move. It failed it. I think we're good. I think we're good on it now. It looks heavy. 320 could be the risk got at this point for a fade, X4. Yeah, X4 does look good. I'd really want to pop there because it just dropped from 340 to 290s. All right, that's one I'm monitoring right now for maybe a 320 push to hit. PSKY. Putting in a little upper wick up here. I think I'm going to hit PSKY. It's tapping the 50-day moving average too. My computer keeps freezing is part of my problem right here. BSLK continuing lower. ADN not so much. All right, PSKY. I'm gonna start PSKY. 1240 is the 50-day. I could see an upper shadow forming there. I think what I'm gonna do based on the past chart history is give it to up and over 13 PSKY. Yeah, I'm gonna put the stop in place for it. 13.15. And then BSLK down the 320s again. I probably need to take this off. If I had a couple hundred here, I'd leave leftovers, but I only have 100 on it. I think 320 is a key area. I do like BSLK for more of a full day fade. I'm going to kick back with it just for a little bit more. ATNF looked heavy and then right back up to 16, so good call, perfect fall. I mean, that one's tricky. That's why I'm avoiding it right now. Overcrowded, tricky name. ADN not really getting the fade that I was suspecting it would. It's still kind of sitting up here. X4 I like a lot. X4 I do like. Man, I don't want to short the weakness down here, but I could see this fading against 320. I could really see X4 fading against 320. PSKY still kind of battling out around my average. BSLK, I haven't taken it off. I kind of want 320 to snap. I'm wondering if I should just keep scalping this thing, though. Like, take it and then on a pop, hit it again. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take it off, and then on a pop, I'll just keep working it. I'll just keep working that trade. ADN not entirely doing what I thought it was going to do. I think I'm going to take her off. I have a 331 stop. I guess I'll just let it play out. And then PSKY continuing higher up towards 13. So here's what I'm going to do with PSKY. I'm going to give her one more love tap and then set the stop. Okay, ADN just took me out. And PSKY, I'm about to get stopped out there too. That one's still going straight up through 13. God dang it. Yeah, X4 does look really heavy here. It looks nice. So I'm liquidated on all positions right now. BSLK's been the good winner. I've taken a few losses. PSKY just still straight up. Not a large percentage gainer. I'd love to get involved with X4. That's kind of what I'm salivating over right now. $320 would be the risk. God, I feel like I'm chasing this thing, getting involved with it down here. Look at PSKY's daily chart right here. The candlestick up here to 1350 that is put in. I'm just looking at its average, daily candlestick. And this one, comparatively, unreal. Okay, 1350. It just shot down off of that 50 cents. I could try it again against the highs. Oh my God, PSKY. 1350s down to 1280s. There is money to make on these. Jeez. The 1260s. Dude, look at this candlestick. 1358 down to 1260. I want a piece, please. Give me sloppy seconds. James, we'll talk about it in a little bit here. Hopefully they can get an application going for MacBook soon. I think the web base slows me down. All right, X4 I think's given an entry. I am going to take an entry X4. Even on this 3 pop off of 283. I'm going to take an entry on it. 320 is pretty much kind of what I'm being mindful of on it. I'm going to set the stop 325, but I'm going to get involved X4. I like it for a fade. And then PSKY, I'm kind of looking for sloppy seconds there. Yeah, that was a big red candlestick there. Feels like we're gonna be heavy against the highs. So I'm interested PSKY hitting it against 1350. It's kind of the area. This is what I should have waited for. Again, this is what I said I was gonna try to do. I'm going to just go ahead and start getting involved with it and size it to like 1320 and then risk 1350. So I'm going to go probably about 150-ish shares on it. X4, I'm really going to try to kick back there for a fade throughout the day. I feel pretty good with X4. It has slowed down a lot, and 320 is really good resistance there. Okay, while those are playing around, I'm gonna see what else is moving. WBTN up from 9 to 16. What's MNTS doing? MNTS kind of broke to new highs. I got resistance mapped out like right where it topped out at right there. 230s. Yeah, and we see the volume candlestick down here on PSKY. The most that it had, about 3 million. Now it's real heavy right there. So looking for that to stay heavy, PSKY. I'm going to hit it again up here. If it climbs back up, starts climbing up towards the highs. Let's set the stop at like 340. 1340. It's going to be real disappointing if this thing climbs back up there. I'm going to set the stop. This is a sloppy seconds play. See if it's met by resistance up here. I just got wicked at 1340, and I didn't even see an order, a bid or an ask at 1340. I just literally got wicked up there. Well, gotta start digging myself out of this hole. All right, MNTS kind of looking heavy against 230. BSLK, is it given another entry? What is with? Look at the squeeze action. Trying to get a little squeeze on her. I see what you're trying to do, BSLK. This action, dude. Sketchy. So sketchy, man. This is reminding me of ATNF yesterday. Just the straight up, straight down, straight up. I cannot believe I just got wicked on this at 1340. And she's down under 13 now. So sick, dude. All right, MNTS. We could see that one start being heavy against the high there. BSLK. $380s. I cannot believe I just got wicked on that. Sloppy seconds. Yeah, MNTS is slowing down. She is slowing down. I mean, it sounds like it's got some decent news to keep it afloat at a certain level with the NASA contract. BSLK is right up towards resistance 375, but I'm beginning not to trust this one. Or I may even flip long. I mean, look at this trappy action. Honestly, I'm tempted to flip long on this thing. United Health, straight up today. What's the SPY overall doing? SPY's hit a high, pulling back down. X4, X4 is one of my top tickers on the day. Like I do want to kind of size this one against 320. It's one of my like top ticker for me, X4. Wild Wiki West. Dude, what in the world? I mean, I didn't even see the 1340 order. But, I mean, the upper wick hit 1340. All right, BSLK has my attention. Guys, I'm going to do something wild and join the long side right here. I'm going to join the long side. BSLK. The stop is kind of the open down here. The open's at 350. The open is at 350 on BSLK. They're squeezing out shorts, guys, left and right. If you can't beat them, join them, I reckon. And here we go again, BSLK. 350. It's a tight stop. I can probably size this a little bit more. Look at this thing. This is crazy. I guess I gotta start longing these names. I have a 361 average on it. To up to $4 right now. What has life come to? See if we're going to get the $4 break. I'll take it right there. Oh, goodness. $430s BSLK. Oh my god, I took it off early. I'm gonna flip short on it now, guys. I think I'm about to flip short. Let me look. Tight stop. Hitting it short up here. Four, 470. 420. I'm 422 short on it right now. Up at this magic 20s. I'm gonna put like a 4. Let me think. 470-ish. I gotta give it a little room here. It's hitting a resistance I got mapped out. There's a lot of upper wicks over here. This is like upper wick territory. I'm probably going to give this one room over 5 and hit it again. It's going to be decent risk here then. Probably give it some decent risk up here. Yeah, I flipped long on it after this squeeze right here, like this 340 squeeze up, and then it was holding the open. It went red to green multiple times, mind you. Red to green, back to red, back to green, and then it was the open was right at 350. So I'm like, well, I got really defined risk here if they want to try to squeeze more shorts out, and that's what they did. Keith, I don't doubt it. Good morning, Keith. Emmanuel, taking the kids to school, first day. All right. Yeah, I'll be joining you next Tuesday on that. Mr. Barron in here? Yeah, there's a lot going on, Barron. A lot going on. God, I'm getting wrecked on X4 right now, too. XFOR. X4, I'm going to hit it again. With 307 average, 500 shares. I'm going to set a new stop on it. Can't marry it, but I do like this one. I'll give it to like 323-ish. All right, BSLK pulling back in a little bit. But again, there are shorts probably underwater here. This is going to be a tough one. If it turns into like AT&F from yesterday, it's going to be really annoying. Yeah, you got to be on guard in this market. I mean, seriously. What they were doing yesterday? Brutal. I have a 422 average. I think I'm going to hit it again, and pretty much stop's going to be kind of against the highs. Trying to get an entry on it. Another entry for this hit. Have not gotten it yet. Maybe I take it all and then re-hit it. Past chart history here. I mean, I know, James, we were looking at it. You know, this, like the $5 is tons of upper wicks there. That's why I want to trade with conviction, but also knowing what I'm going to do in the face of adversity that is this market. This market has certainly a face in the small cap land of adversity. Yeah, perfect fall. It certainly was a room that did this. That's why I'm kind of thinking to myself, there's probably underwater traders here that bought at the top, which we could use that psychology for this. I'm going to hit it again. Average is now 413, which isn't great. Didn't take any off. I've thought about needing to like scalp in this market instead of working like how we kind of do sometimes, work the big picture play. I've been honestly thinking about I probably should scalp because there's just too much trappy action. I need to get in and get out. I feel like I never have a sizable winner doing that. That's the aggravation with it. Like right here, do I take it off? I'm up a little bit. Or do I kind of want the capitulation to set in. Maybe get it down to the 380s or so. Like, are we going to redo ATNF yesterday, or is this one gonna start getting top heavy and pulling in? Let me be a smart cookie and just lock in. No, it just tapped 380s and popped. The problem is I can't apply like tons of risk on some of these names and then take baby profits. It's not going to work. I got to let these work out a little bit. Let me look at this chart again real quick. We have VWAP and the break right there. Tapped resistance at 440, 375. It would need to crack back under. All right, I'll take it right here. It may hit it again on a pop. I actually like this chart a little bit. Going long and flipping short. Going long and flipping short. BSLK. Yeah, it's you know, like even this PSKY loss here. That's why I've been leaning towards maybe just sticking to single entries too. Because I'm still red on the day, even after that. I'm only red on fees right now. And then X4, I'm red on that one at the moment. But that's a higher conviction trade. I mean, I'm going to try to see that one through. Okay, BSLK, I'll hit again on another pop. I like that upper wick there. I do think some of those chat rooms out there probably just got, they're stuck that were buying that after the fact, you know. That's a whole separate video, but, you know, those chat room gurus, they sell their shares into their chats on those pumps like that. So, I mean, it's looking heavy against that 440, right to that resistance level where the liquidity is. And we're seeing the volume wick, tons of volume, 2.6 million up there. So we could see some guys stuck. Oh, MNTS. MNTS dropped to 160s, VWAP flush. Oh, there's a miss. ATNF continuation on the highs. We got another play, EDIT edit. Edit's up 230s to 305. It's up on earnings. Okay, X4 pulling back in a little bit. MG in the building. What's going on, MG? I think we've had an epiphany in here. I think the green team has had an epiphany. Because of what's been going on in this market, MG, I think I'm going to be... more eager to take profits. Let's put it that way. The trappy action is brutal. I mean, it's brutal. All right, X4 back down under 3. Hell yeah, dude. Stay heavy! Don't do this to me. I need to put what I just said into practice. I could have gotten an exit right there. I'm just always looking for these big picture plays, and then they don't work out. I never take profits. It's just X4. I could see this thing fading back down into the 250s. That's what I could see. So it's hard for me to take profits when I'm like, dude, 500 shares, 50 cents. That's a good winner. I could see it happening. Yeah, MNTS, that's brutal. BSLK, still heavy. ATNF, just... That ticker symbol should change their name to WTF, because that's what it is. I know, Fades. It's like that's how it works. That is exactly how it works. That's why I call fundamentals fundamentals, because the one with reputable news on it, NASA contract, accumulates all these longs and then just dumps on them. They know how to do you dirty. And then the stuff with no news or like an offering comes out on it and they send it up. James, been trading for a while. I've seen a market like this. Not this trappy. No, not this trappy. I mean, you'll see traps, like 4 or 5 years ago you saw GME. Like, you'll see traps like that. But there's a lot of players in this game now. A lot of players, and they're taking advantage of the newer guys, and just it's a little more challenging these days, in my opinion. Like, this kind of action you see BSLK, it's uncommon. It is real uncommon, but I think you got a lot more chat rooms out there. You got people pumping and dumping. There's just got to be on your toes. That's why I've reiterated a few times, even today. Like, I would like to focus on the slower backside plays because, like, they're more predictable, right? I went over this MRM and being a good setup today because it had a beautiful descending triangle on it. Look at this. Last 5 days, beautiful descending triangle. Is quiet. There's nobody here. It just put in an upper wick. Now it's back down exactly to support 220. But it's a very slow, quiet play, and it likely works out. It's kind of boring, but it's profitable, I think it's easy to get sucked into these popular tickers on the day, but oftentimes they're less profitable because they're so overcrowded. When you have so many traders trading, it's just you get overcrowded, and then that creates the unpredictability. Speaking of trading overcrowd tickers, BSLK, I like the upper wick at 440 still. I think that's the clear risk on it. I mean, I think the chat room already came in and pumped and dumped that one. X4, why? See, yeah, like the X4. We don't stay heavy. We just are... It's just up decent on it. Didn't take anything off. What's aggravating about it, too, is, like, you want to put stops in place, but because the market's been so erratic, you just get stopped out left and right. I almost said the market's been erratic. That's a different... It has a different definition. All right, BSLK, it's kind of bear flagging up to me a little bit. I still like it against the high. We've already taken a piece off on this. Of course, a chat room could come in and pump this up at any point in time. I imagine it's going to be heavy against the highs, but can never say for certain. I'm going to hit it on this little pop here, and I'm going to set a hard stop real quick. like 430. Hard stop 430. I'm just going to hit it on this little pop. I imagine we got some long stuck in it. So that's the trade idea here. But it could get the squeeze action on it right now. I mean, if another chat room comes in and pumps this thing up, she could shoot straight back up there. That's the idea on it for me. I may get stopped out right here. Yeah, look at it go. Yeah, stopped out. All right, we apply good stuff. We apply good risk management, so. The best loser wins. AT&F, dude, fades. I would love to be here when this thing comes out with their offering. It feels like it's inevitable. What is that? Some music just started. I have no idea where it's coming from. All right. I'll just mute the computer for now and try to find that later. What in the world was that? All right. BSLK, getting the squeeze action still on it. AT&F. Ooh, 17. 17 could be the risk guy at AT&F. I'd like to be, if all attention is going over on, yeah, I would like to be here, guys. I think I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start AT&F. I'm going to start AT&F. If attention's going over on the BSLK, I'd like to be on AT&F. Stop for me is going to be at the highs, 1750s, AT&F. Oh, man, what a day it's been so far. We're at a little bit on the day. Not much. I think I've been focusing defense today, so that's been good. Especially with this Wild Wild West market. X4 annoying. I cannot believe that one popped right back up. I'm still kind of holding on to that one. And then AT&F, I'll start that, man. Come out with your offering. Let's head back down to about like $3 or $4 AT&F. AT&F kind of cracking the trend that it had this morning, guys. Here's the trend. It's cracking that a bit. Just this ticker in general is unpredictable, and that's what causes a little hesitation. I'd like to size it, man, but like that 17 area right there. We are cracking the trend. Should I hit this again? Oh, that's tempting. It's real tempting. It's tempting enough that I'm going to do it. Stop's got to be real tight for me. When I size into weakness like this, I got to adjust the stop to be pretty tight. Max lost Monday. Hey, I like that name. All right, ATNF. Come on. That's the name of the... That'll be the name of the next live stream. Avoiding Max Lost Monday. ATNF, do me good. Come on, girl. Come on. We're cracking, we're snapping, we're rocking, we're rolling. Let's go back down south. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Don't lower wick me. Do not lower wick me. We're going to keep going down south. I haven't taken any off yet, guys. And again, I should with this market. I should. I've gotten so much better at holding my winners to the point where it's actually starting to hurt me. Let's go down south. Come on, ATNF. If X4 was cooperating. Okay, I'm curious what this is going to do, man. ATNF. We cracked. We're on the VWAP right now. Yeah, the stops, James, like we talked about, it's like the stops are just, they're so aggravating because of the erotic behavior of the market. Wild Wiki West for you. Yeah, listen to Perfect Falls song. That'll cheer you up. Okay, ATNF, I mean... Come on, man. This could help the day out. It's just, I don't think it makes sense for me to take all of this off. Let me see if we keep panicking. Oh, baby. Let's get down into a halt. I'm coming out half. And that was at 15.15. I came out, actually, I only have 20 left. That 20 could pay money, though. Here's what we're going to do. ATNF. Anybody else get this? ATNF, I got 20 left. I'm trying to think about what to do here. I think I'm just going to adjust my stop to break even on the rest. I mean, see if this thing can... I got a 1620 average. So, I'll just let her ride. 1620. I mean, if it pops back up to 1620, that would be Very sad. All right, I'm put the stop at break even 1620. Fade, you get it? ATNF, I noticed it started looking weak right there at the bottom trend. I mean, that was decent setup. If X4 doesn't work out for me, though, I mean, I'm still going to be red. That's the annoyance here. Why X4? Why? Why are we holding up? Okay, we're red on the day, X4, but it may try to fight the open. I have a decent stop in place. I'm just sized a little bit on this. I'm going to bring down my risk a bit on X4. And then ATNF. I'm trying to think if I need to size this one some more. Like, hit it on some pops. I got to, like, milk some of these winners. MNTS just turned into a slow fader. BSLK still squeezing up. And then ATNF having some trouble down here. X4 I'm going to stop out of. Yeah, X4 I just stopped out of. I'm starting to get a little tilted, guys. Really getting annoyed here. MG, BSLK resistance at 7. Okay. ATNF, I'm going to hit with those shares I took off. I'm going to hit it again with those shares I took off, so I'm back to 50 shares at a 1556 average. We'll see if it can stay heavy. I'm going to put a stop up towards 16, I think is appropriate. Up and over 16. Let's see if we can stay heavy on this one. I mean, we just talked about this earlier. The aggravation is when you size something that you like a lot. That's why I'm red on the freaking day. You size something you like that doesn't work out, and then everything else is working out. Not everything, but a lot of other tickers are working out fine, but you're not sized enough on them. All right, BSLK MG pointed out big resistance around 7. And ATNF, I re-hit that on a short, so my average 1556 now. Took some off, then hit it again. See if we can get that one down. 14 is going to be an area we need to crack under. 14. All right. I know this ticker's not a fan favorite, but PSKY 1350 is kind of showing some resistance there. 1350's tight risk. I like that about it. BSLK heavy off of 560. Let me look at that resistance you were talking about. Yeah, I see it. Yep. Good call, MG. 8. 8's pretty good there. Yeah, it's going to be tough making it there. I mean, the last 20 trading days put in a bunch of upper wicks. You know, in the 420s, which may hold up as support for its leg up to 8. All right, I got to dial in a bit here because I'm red on the day somehow. So aggravating. All right, I'm red 71 after fees. Unrealized on ATNF about 30. That one can pay pretty good if we keep fading on it because attention's on BSLK. X4, I mean, this is why I think size and small helps me. I can take good losses. Like when I see it's not working out and I'm size small, I just stop out easier. When I start sizing up a lot, I'm not seeing the trade as well. More clouded on the judgment. James, yeah, vent what you need to, man. We'll talk about it. I'm just going to keep looking for tickers right now. But we'll get to it. All right, BSLK, is that 560 the liquidation move? Not so sure. MG's waiting for 8. MNTS would have been such a beauty. Yeah, all eyes are BSLK. I think what happened is shorts got comfortable. We've been seeing this a few times with a few tickers. Shorts get comfortable because this looks like a good short. I mean, a lot of us short sellers in here saw it too. We're like, this is a good short, and we were working it. And you get comfortable, and then they swipe you. ATNF I like. This looks good. I mean, we're back under 15. It's looking heavy. You guys know my concern there. From pig to king fades. Yeah. You guys that are new, I mean, and dealing with this market, you probably think the market's just a big damn slot machine. There's a lot of psychology involved with what we're seeing, but it certainly is not easy in the small cap space. ATNF did the same kind of thing yesterday. Okay, good point. Let me look. Oh, as far as yeah, exactly. Yeah, ATNF yesterday. I remember being on stream talking about this. I'm like, okay, we just halted down. It's kind of looking weak on this. We're catching on the sloppy seconds pop. This is yesterday ATNF, and then squeeze straight up through them. ATNF, a tough, tough cookie. That I'm nearly red on. I do not want to get swiped here. That's the last thing I want to happen, ATNF. Okay, upper wick up there, ATNF. I like that. I'm going to hit it with a little bit more. So I got 75 here now. Stop's kind of tight, so that's what I like about this trade. It's right at my average right now. Back up over 16. I'll stop out of it. But I am sized a little bit here. If this thing drops a couple points, it's going to be good. Joshua, we're working, a bunch of us in here are working eval accounts. Uh-oh. BSLK, Ross sold. 520, shot up to 520. And now that BSLK is selling off, ATNF could come back to life. Don't do that. Don't do it. Yeah, perfect fall. It's a good, that's a good analogy, I think. Oh my God, fades bringing up X4. Yeah, man, this action, it's killing me, man. This action is literally killing me. I have to hit X4 again, guys. I mean, I have to hit it again. It's on the, it looks heavy on the bottom trend. Yeah, Josh, proof of profit, and then you get funded. We got a few funded traders in here too that are getting payouts too. And then they'll give you a funded account. To trade with, and then you keep 70% of the profits. Which, guys, like, it kind of renewed my spirits getting involved with TTP because I think it's so good for the newer trader. I mean, you see James here with 12 accounts. I mean, but he's only lost $50 per account, right? So for the newer guys, it's so helpful to mitigate so much risk. And plus, dude, this market's been so brutal the last couple weeks. I'm very thankful. I have not been trading my actual money with what the market's been doing the last couple days. I mean, it's just been very manipulative, the action. I could certainly see myself getting whipped around on my live account with this action. Okay, ATNF back down to 15. I need that one to cross under 15. They'll be looking for some profit there. BSLK. X4 cracked this trend, by the way. It's so aggravating. But I think X4, I could see this one fading a lot of the day. I could see it fading a lot of the day. I just need to... I feel chasey down here at 306. Phage, what are you thinking with X4? I hate hitting this thing right here when it just shot up to 380 or 338. Especially with the manipulative action on it. I'm like, okay, am I going to buy at the damn lows again? Then she's going to pop back up. A 340, clearly the risk guide there. ATNF back down to 15. I need that one cracking this level. And BSLK popping up a little bit too. What are we at right now? I'm red. Red a little bit. Yeah, Josh, ask away. Ask away in here. We got a good group of guys in here. And gals. But yeah, it's a very good group. X4 looks heavy now. She looks heavy. Yeah, it does, dude. Just, God, the emotions don't want me to do this. That's the only thing. I'll hit it. X4, I'm going to do it again against 320. I have one more hit on it if it bounces up to 320. Yeah, one more hit on it, back up to 320. I'm not excited about it, but I do like this ticker. Taking one L on it, so another L, I'd be done with it. I do stick with that rule fairly well. I mean, guys, you should. I think this is a helpful rule for those in here that don't have something similar. Like, it would save me on something like ATNF yesterday. For instance, if as a short seller, if I'm trying to work a trade there and she just, okay, here we go, ATNF shooting down 1460s, haven't taken any off yet. Come on, let's go low 14s. Let's panic. Let's see some panic ATNF. That's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to get a good winner here going. Let's get some panic going down to low 14s. Oh, baby. I'm going to take a piece off 1430s. Piece off 1430s, ATNF. I got 50 left. I want to see what 14's going to do. We see, looking at the chart, 14's got support. We got a few areas of support 14, so we got to snap under that convincingly. We're down to 14. Okay, we're at 14 right now. Under 14, 1370s, 1360s. Taking another piece off 1370s. I got 25 left. 14 may hold and try to bounce. So I just needed to take a decent piece off as it's creating a lower shadow right there. Anybody else with the ATNF? I cannot believe I'm barely even green on the day after this. What am I getting excited about? All right, ATNF at 14. I got a small piece left here. Let the rest ride. Okay. I think you're right. About to make an emotional decision over here. Let me set a stop at 15. Stop at 15. Let the rest ride. I think you're right. Stop at 15. All right, X4 snapping a little bit. I mean, I kind of chased that one, 306, but with smaller size than my other loss. X4 working out. Can I get a few green trades going, man? Let's go, X4. Snap. What a day today has been. This has been unbelievable. I mean, the risk management's been good to the point where I can get the green. You know, size and small has helped me out tremendously today, and I just have to stick with it. I'd be embarrassed to show you guys my chart because I got more aggressive, and then just it did not help me at all. But you live and learn, I guess. The $100 days, I think so much clearer on the $100 days. Stopping well, working the winners well, so I gotta do what's working. Okay, X4, I'm really trying to let this work out for me a little bit too here. ATNF is looking good. That one's still fading. Panicking there. And then X4. X4 is looking weak. ATNF down to $13, dude. Thank you, Perfect Fall, for saying leave a piece, because I was seriously about to make an emotional decision right there. It's about to halt down is what it looks like. I could see it back down to even 11. BSLK something. Yeah, it is. Kind of sloppy seconds-ish. That's the only play that's kind of in for the longs, though. That's what scares me something on the short side, at least, because this is the only play, really, that the longs have. Lower float, you got some short stuck in it. I think MG was right on the $8 area. The $8 area, the past chart history suggests it may gravitate there. X4 does look done for now, so I am kicking back with those shares. And then ATNF. Good. Yeah, I haven't realized any of this. I'm seriously like red on fees right now. It's crazy. It's been a tough day though. I don't know about you guys, but it hadn't been easy. But as long as we do well with that risk, I think we'll be fine. Like letting these winners run like this and then just stopping out well. Back to those $100 days where I can think real clearly. I was just about to do that perfect fall. I was thinking that too. That's pretty much taking it off though, where I took the others at. I guess that's fine. Still giving her opportunity to work. But yeah, I am gonna do that. 1405 adjusted stop. I could see myself getting wicked on that as the annoyance, but I guess I haven't had like a big green day in a while. That's been the aggravation here. I can easily have a big red day, but a big green day, it's like it has not come yet. I've been bouncing my head around on some ideas. Like when I get the $100, do I try to size down and preserve some of the capital, or do I size up? And I don't know. Just bouncing around some ideas. X4, I'm going to kick back there still. She has been slow and heavy. And BSLK, I'm just hesitant. I just don't want to get involved really with it. Josh, you got your $100 today? Good. I mean, like, if I think something that does separate professionals from amateurs is the fact that you just get your money and get out. Like, don't overtrade. Somebody said they were overtrading today. It's easy to overtrade. Like, these tickers draw you in and they want you to trade them. The volatility. And it separates the pros from the amateurs, I think. Like, just not overtrading, waiting for your levels. Like, MG is a pro at that. He's waiting for his 820 on BSLK, and if it doesn't come, he doesn't trade it. That's what is, it's a distinguishable difference between the pros and everyone else. Just waiting for your edge, the most predictable setup. Otherwise, the random trading is going to create random results. And I've been doing a lot of that here lately with some of these tickers. Look at PSKY 1350 did hold on that. It's pulling back off of that level. MNTS aggravating. I think I tend to trade more than I overtrade some because I try to focus on the series of trades and not like you guys see me flipping through a lot of tickers. I really don't like to focus one ticker because I do that like X4 and then it does some trappy action, squeezes me out, and I can tend to marry the stock and I shouldn't. So whereas, if I would have taken a predictable trade here, MNTS came right up to my resistance line. I didn't even trade this. It had the NASA contract news and turned into a great play. So I try to focus the series. I think repetition's important. When you start tunneling in on one trade, it can be detrimental to your account. You lose the $400 or $500 on one trade, and it's just dumb. I think consistent sizing across the board is helpful. Fades, yeah, I'm exactly where you are. X4, ATNF, and then watching BSLK for maybe that 8 run. Yep, BSLK getting that pop right now. X4 down to the 280s. X4, I don't know if I should take a piece off. Of a 306 average, 250. I would have liked 500 here. That was my original share size. Okay, I'm going to take 150 off on X4, and I'm going to leave a small 100. If this thing fades to like 240, pad the wall at $40. If not, my stop's going to be... I think back up to 3 is appropriate. I'll put the stop at 301. Okay. And still working ATNF. Okay, good. Patient with the winners and discipline, proper risk management with the losers. That's what separates the pros, guys. X4 good, 285s. I'll be happy there even with small sizing. MNTS just fading all day long. X4 270s, good. Good girl. Yep. X4, excellent. Even with 100 shares, up $29. AT&F kicking back there, 25 shares, back down into the 12s. What are we at on the day? I can lock everything in and be up my $100. It's tempting. Let's see a next leg down, AT&F. I gotta let some of these play out. Yeah, I think we saw that fades. That was with X4, that was the annoyance there, man. I was in it, then I got that spike up towards the highs, and then it cracked the trend, and it looked good. After that trend cracked, it looked real good. Going back down to 258, its previous close would be an area of support, maybe a profit target area there. On X4, 250s, I think is probably pretty good. But yeah, how's the green team doing? I'm gonna be back on Trade the Pool tomorrow, and then I'll be with you guys on Friday. But you're certainly welcome over there. I know a bunch of you were at Trade the Pool. James will get to your day here in a second. But what are your thoughts? I mean, the guys were giving you some good advice. We'll do a poll real quick. I know we're still trading. Just want to see how you guys are doing, because today's been really annoying. So don't feel bad if you're not green. All right, there's the poll. Let me know if you guys are green, red, or anything else. We're bouncing on AT&F. We're bouncing off of yesterday's high at 1270. I can't imagine it actually holds that, but that's where we're bouncing right now, 1260s-ish. Keith got that green in the lungs going on. Keith, what are you up to? You got your C-Pro going? Doing your deliveries? What's going on over there? Yeah, it will frustrate and manipulate the weak. We've gone over. Your mind's got to be stronger than your emotions. Your mind has to be so strong. Okay, we're getting a flush X4. 270s. I'm gonna take X4 down here on leftovers. Paid out another $15 on leftovers X4. And then AT&F. I'm working that with a 14 stop on leftovers, so pretty much got my $100 right now if I lock this in. But I'm going to let her work down here at the lows and see if we crack ATNF. I'm going to see if we crack that 1260 area from yesterday. It's hard, man. Like, as a degenerate trader, like, you know, I'm always wanting to be in a trade, but yeah, you gotta shut it off. That's what I'm doing right after I lock in my moolah on the day. I'm shutting it off. I'll revisit and look at some tickers for tomorrow, but I think we capitalized on some good plays today, guys. I get aggravated with these X4s that do that kind of a move. Stop me out and then shoot straight down. That's where I get tilted. And then MNTS missing that. There's like an accumulation of things that I feel like the longer you sit here and trade, the more detrimental it's going to be for your account, because there's that accumulation of things that just tilt you over time. You know, missing this, top ticking that. Oh, this TLS actually is pretty good. Real light in volume here. TLS I was looking at for a hangover yesterday. It had another day 2 climb, and now it's getting kind of heavy. And the daily suggests we're going to go red on the day. It's coming back down to test 530. The open. It's not like, I mean, it's a decent setup. May think about it. I flip around, see if there's anything else going on. OVID penny plays 56 cents to 70. Too thin. MG, yeah, I pay a lot in commissions. I'm up 62 on leftovers with ATNF, so I'll be up, $100, but yeah, it's probably my over trading. Look, I've taken 36 trades. I need to reduce that, MG. I've been taking too many trades, but then I'm in and out, with leftovers and scaling positions. Today went fine because I was focused so much on the risk. The last few days have not gone fine. Just training my mind to be content with the $100. That's a hard thing to do. But looking at like the big picture, I think is where it makes sense. Like, stop trying to make it all in one day. $100 a day on a month is $2,000. Like and withdrawing 70% of that is what? 10, 22, 4, 6. It's $1,400. So like I can live with that. That's fine. I mean, we can slowly size up eventually, but do what's helpful right now. LGVN. Might be something here. LGVN up towards 94 cents from 68. It just had a death candle. Last couple days it dropped from $1.50 down to 63 cents. $1.20 would be a miracle on this. I'm seeing resistance $1.20. Keep it on watch. All right, ATNF. It's sitting right here on that high from yesterday. Sitting right at that high, 1270s. We'll see if we crack under that. BTAI was a decent setup. I should have been involved there too. Magic 720s held all the way down to 620. There was a lot going on today, though, guys. BSLK still sitting at its highs. I've been avoiding that one, which has been helpful. Just kicking back, seeing if it's going to make its way up to that $8 level. Here's the $8 on the past chart history, specifically $8.20. They asked me to trade the pull yesterday, like, why does the 20-cent area hold up so much? I don't really have an answer. I know it works. I do know it works. We see it all the time. But as far as why, I don't really, I mean, there's I have some speculation on it. I think what I mentioned yesterday made sense. I think the big boys know, and that block shares are on those levels. And additionally, like you just get the liquidity sweeps up and over the whole dollar, and so right around that area normally is what holds. All right, ATNF sitting kind of heavy on this 1260s. A lot of upper wicks coming into it. Should I size it again for a crack under this low? It's tempting. All right, let's see how the poll went. I'm guessing the people that voted for STFU were red, but about 70% are green, so good work. That's funny. BSLK still sitting up here at 560s. And ATNF, I was tempted to smack this again. It feels like it's about to crack under this level. It's kind of heavy. Yeah, here we come. Close to it. Let's see what it's going to do. 1250s. $12.50s. Needs to crack on high volume for that elevator down. Okay, 1240s. 1250. $12.30s. I'll take it right here, guys. I'll be happy with it. Let me cancel that stop. All right, I like that chart. Milking a winner. All right, let's see how we ended up. 121 after fee, so 1.2 Q on the day. God, that was not an easy day either. Man, I wish I would have hit this BTAI up here. It's just such a beautiful 720 area. BSLK making new highs. All right, guys. I'm all yours here for just a little bit before I wrap it up. I'm probably not taking another trade unless BSLK gets up to 8, in which case I would. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions or if you want me to flip through some more tickers. BSLK on watch. LGVN maybe. $1.20 I'd start smacking this thing. It's at up from 70 to 86 right now. And BTAI, that one's that's aggravating. Yeah, BSLK, that one, so much strength because it's just so much buying because all the shorts on it. That's funny. That's funny, Fades. Yeah, BTAI and MNTS were my misses today. Those I'm a little salty about, but good stops overall. I'm really happy with myself on the good stops. Need to stop over trading so much though. PSKY, good stop there. X4 took a stop there before it worked out. And BSLK stopped out leftovers and then took the long and short of it. Oh, MG and chat pointed it out something, but we can look at it real quick. BSLK, if you we look left to predict right. So if we look at the past chart history here, what we're going to find is just the most like defined area of resistance, which is, we call it the liquidity zone. It's called the liquidity zone because oftentimes these tickers, they'll push them up towards that area because that's where most of the liquidity is. So just looking at the past chart history, we got over 8 as real good resistance on his past chart history, which it's climbing up there. Yeah, I was about to say, Trader. I agree. I think the same thing. It's like BSLK is just too unpredictable. If this is where like the focus and attention is for you, I mean, you'll notice several of us in here, we're just waiting to snipe it at that resistance area, and it's like it either works or it doesn't. You know, I'm not overstaying my welcome here, but it's such a this ticker's such a gamble. Trading doesn't have to be gambling, but it certainly can be. If you're just all your trading is BSLK all day, you know, this is there may be some predictable setups, but overall, when a ticker is just rotating its float, so the float on BSLK is 1.37 million, and it has 116 million shares of volume so far on the day. It's rotated its float like 100 times. And when they get overcrowded, they get over manipulated, they become less predictable, and it's just becomes more of a gamble. Looking for more predictability. I know some traders use that float rotation as a tool for even locating like their, I guess, longs on the for some of those plays that have rotated. That like that's one of their, I guess, criteria for taking the long. BTI, such a yeah, BSLK, here we go. God, I guess I'm going to have to do this. I'm up 121 on the day. I you know, if I give, I'm not giving all this back on BSLK. If we get up towards that 8 MG, I'm probably not hitting it with a lot of shares. I got to stretch or something for a second. Give me just a second. There are people making an ish ton and losing an ish ton on this name. You're going to be seeing all about it on social media. Yeah, James, I think you have some other things to work out. I do think the 25K will provide you with more insight into what's going on, but I think there's other things going on. We'd have to dive into your charts a little bit, but you're probably over trading a bit, and your sizing, if I remember correctly, is a little random. But there's a lot to unpack there. We'd have to dive deep. I mean, if you know what your edge and the good setups are, I get sizing a bit on those, but we gotta work on. We'd have to work on a few things. So funny. This thing's on earnings. These longs have no idea what even the earnings are on this ticker. Kayvon, you just taking trip after trip after trip. Enjoying your summer. Heading to the lake. Are you going to be trading? MG, I'm trying to have your patience here with BSLK. Man, we're heading straight for that 820 too. Well, let me get her loaded up. I'm going to give this like $50 of risk, FYI. I'm only going to go 50 shares. All right, I'm going to hit it. All right, $50 would be $874 for me. Yeah, low 12s there. Good work. Maybe one more tap up here. Maybe one more tap. All right, 820. Here we go. I'm putting the 9 stop on it. Scary ticker. Whew. This one will get your heart pumping. Straight to the liquidity zone, guys. Straight to the liquidity zone. See what she does here. I mean, we were calling this play. We called that liquidity zone, so I'm going to take half off to reduce the risk and look to hit it again on a pop. I can't go for a big picture play here, dude. This is too risky. Maybe treat this as leftovers. I'll put the 9 stop still on it. I'll treat this as leftovers. I'm putting the 9 stop. I know, perfect fall. They're feeling so bold. This is straight up to that liquidity zone. I mean, this is where as a short seller, I look to take advantage of the FOMO emotions of the newer traders looking for something like this to go to the moon. Sometimes they can go to the moon, so you got to throw the risk down there. Clearly, this thing has from what, $3.60 to $8. We were waiting for this area though, so we were waiting patiently. But you got to treat it. You got to manage the risk well on these though. So I got a 9 stop with just the leftover shares. I reduced the risk and took some off. Oh, MG, how did you get an 880 fill on this thing? Dude, I got in a little early again, and there's MG getting the 880 fill. How in the world did you get an 880 fill on this thing? It's trying to hold $8 right now. Dude, MG just waiting patiently. The patience is real with MG. Love it. I know, MG. Great work on that call. Excellent job. You're brilliant on those calls. Yeah, he finds those levels, man. You're good at finding those levels and waiting. And you don't complain if they don't get up there. I mean, you don't get upset about missing them. I think that's where I have problems sometimes. I have the fear of missing out, so I get involved early. I mean, it works on the short side too, as well as the long side. Experiencing that fear of not wanting to miss out on the plays, hence why I got into this thing at 770 or so. But I was applying some decent risk to this, so I need to kick back. Need to kick back when I'm up on it. Here's a drop to 760s. So tempting to size this thing. I'm still kicking back here because we hit the liquidity zone that MG pointed out. And I mean, we have a lot of room to drop, if I'm being honest. So I don't want to be premature on this. Perfect fall. You lock. What do you do while you're in here during market hours? Because I know you lock yourself out, so you can't trade. You just hanging out with the fellas. I know, trader. You know that happened when I was on the competition account with like ADNT or something. I made like I smacked the heck out of it. 80,000 shares. I made like $300,000 because they came out that offering midday. It was unbelievable. Man, I'm tempted to size this thing. It honestly felt like a party is over kind of a move right there. I mean, it shot straight up to that liquidity zone and felt like this is kind of over kind of move. Trading vicariously through you guys. I get it. It's fun. Okay, Vaughn, with your 9 EMA on BSLK. Vaughn's very disciplined. He never trades this kind of stuff. You guys were real helpful today too. Perfect fall, telling me to chill out a little bit. Then MG saying the $8 level. Whew, that probably saved me, really. Looking for the next leg elevator down on this. I think we get down to at least 720 or so. But it's trying to hold right here. May take it off and then re-hit it again if it pops back up to 820-ish. I got to get convicted with some of these plays too. But this is the Wild West kind of ticker. So I don't want to apply too much risk here. You saw it just shoot up from 7 to like 860 in the matter of seconds. So it's not one that I want to be applying too much risk. I'll take the predictable setup if she gets to that liquidity zone, but don't want to put too much risk on the table here. I got the stop at 9. I mean, it would be surprising if she made it back up there, but this summer we've seen a lot of surprising things happening. MG, you're good at just like taking it off too. I mean, this thing has been pretty much going sideways off of your exit. I'm looking for that like rejection and next leg down, which are not quite getting right now. It looks like it might be coming here. That upper wick there to 810. Here we are, 760s. MG taking the predictable piece and moving on. I like it. Just having your order ready, sitting there. Man, dude, why is this thing not going on down? I know the shorts have been saying that all morning. This is where a lot of shorts wait for, like this move right here. They look to hit it on these pops against the highs. Yeah, I was thinking about taking it off. If I'm just surprised we're holding this well. Surprised we're holding this well. So I'll probably be doing, yeah, probably take it off. Yeah, I'll take it off right there. So that trade ended up pretty much doing nothing for me. All that increased risk for nothing. Yeah, this is an area that shorts would like to hit something like this at, though. I mean, it's tempting. Right up at the resistance. We got the upper wick up here at 886. I think I'm going to walk, though, guys. Yeah, then it just upper wicked out right there at 830. It's just not even worth me trading these names because I don't apply I don't give them enough room because I don't trust them. So really, I'm hardly taking profits, and then I'm increasing risk on them because inherently you have to because of the how they trade. So it's hardly worth me even taking them. Guys, yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Let me see. I'm up like 130, I think. I'm going to take it and run. I think this is still a decent setup on the short side against the highs. I just not I don't think I want to play around with this ticker. ATNF was bad for me yesterday. But good work, guys. Email if you have any questions, averydaytrading@gmail.com. James about the eval. Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm glad you're approaching it the right way. Like you're working the evals, but so one of the problems we have as traders is we have like high expectations of ourselves, like too high of expectations for ourselves in our trading when it's very challenging. It takes a lot of years developing the experience and figuring out. One thing I saw yesterday, I think this was kind of a light bulb moment, was you when you hear of traders that have found success, it never has to do really with the technicals. it mostly has to do with something else. I'm sure you guys can guess what that is. It's not the technicals. It's more of understanding yourself and working out your kinks. The longer I sit here, the more I'm going to be tempted to take this tree. Yeah, risk management, discipline, position sizing. Those are very important. They're hard to conquer, but I mean, I just realized that for myself. I increased the sizing and it messed me up all dimensions. I was less thinking about the things I should have been. Because these kind of days for me, like the $100 days, are generally I can pull off pretty consistently. After that Bernadette interview where she's been doing so well, dude, I was feeling like I was ready to go. Greed took over a bit for me, though, so got to pull it back in. Yeah, BSLK heavy against the highs there. Decent setup. I got scared and pulled out a little early. Yeah, 100% agree with perfect fall. Anybody can look and see a pattern, a head and shoulders, and it's everything else. Are you, again, like what we've gone over before, where it's your edge is not ultimately what is going to get you to profitability. You got to have the discipline to unlock it, risk management to protect it, and consistency to compound it. School's starting back up, though, so maybe we'll see less of this trappy action. I don't know. Trapping all the high school, college kids that are trading this summer. That's what it feels like. It's been real trappy this summer. Yeah, I know. I just saw that X4. I'm like, dude, seriously. But yeah, guys, let me know. Evals, get 5% off, description below. Email me with any questions. Otherwise, tomorrow I'll be on Trade the Pulse. I'll post the link in the comments below. Or not, yeah, I can. I'll post it in the community chat so you guys know where to go. And then Friday I'll be live with you guys. I think Friday I'm going to try to be live. I may not have a sitter for the kids that day, but we'll make it work. But good work today, Green Team. We'll do it again tomorrow. See you guys then.